Hi guys, Mr. Shynyside here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my highlighter declutter. I have way too many, and if you've been following along with my declutter series, you'll definitely see a couple of palettes that were in my palette drawer, but I decided to move them over with the rest of my highlighters since obviously I go to my highlighter drawer to pick one out. I'm going to go ahead and take out the palettes real quick because I'm going to be keeping those and then we can move on, and then I do have a couple that are brand new that I haven't used, and then I have several that are old that I can throw away, and then obviously I'm going to donate the rest. So let's go ahead and get started. First palette I'm keeping is a Strobe of Genius. I just talked about this in my last palette declutter, so you can watch my video for more thoughts on that one. I'm going to be keeping the Rosé Highlight Collection by Bad Habit. This is the Nicole Guerrero and ABH collab dupe. I'm also going to be keeping the ColourPop in Nudendo palette, as well as the e.l.f. Illuminating palette. Now I'm going to skip over to some things that I haven't used yet, just because it'll be easier to start with. I literally just got this yesterday. This is the new Wet n Wild Moon Tears. This is part of their Gothographic collection. I searched high and low for this. I went to like 6 different Walgreens before I found it, but I'm very excited to have it in my life. If you watch my Sephora haul, you know that I just got this Fenty Beauty Hustla Baby highlight, so I'm not going to be getting rid of that one either. I haven't even used it yet. I'm also not going to be getting rid of this Wet n Wild Trio that I'm going to use as a highlight. This is in the new Romantics. I'm not going to be getting rid of the Wet n Wild Diamond Lily. I just ordered this. It is much more like a dark silver than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a really light white silver. I'm still going to give it a try though. I got this in Sephora Play. This is a mini of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, I believe in the shade Moonlight. Yeah, in the shade Moonlight. I haven't even tried this on my face yet, so obviously I'm going to keep this. I have used the Benefit What's Up highlighter, but it's a mini, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I have not used the Laura Geller French Vanilla Baked highlighter yet on my face, so I'm going to keep this. And now we should be getting to things that I have used, that I love, that I hate, and so on and so forth. I am going to go ahead and start off with the things I know I'm keeping. I know I'm keeping the Becca highlighter pressed in Pearl and the Champagne Pop. I'm going to be keeping my Cover FX pressed highlight in Moonlight. Definitely keeping the Tarte Amazonian Clay highlight in Exposed. I'm definitely keeping the Kat Von D Thunderstruck. This is the Metal Crush eyeshadow. If you haven't gotten this already, they're apparently clearancing these out. I don't know if they're going away for good or if they're just reformulating, but you should definitely head over to a Sephora and JCPenney. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're going to be doing the additional 40% off like they had when I went to a Sephora and JCPenney for my Sephora haul. So these would come down to, I think, around $6 after the discount on top of the clearance. I like this. It's a very, it's like a white to yellow shift eyeshadow, but I like to use it as a highlight. I'm definitely keeping the Pixie and Aspen Novard collab in London Luster. This is one of my favorite highlights. It's a very, very light gold, so it is Pale Princess approved. I'm going to be keeping my NYX Duochromatic Illuminating Powder in Lavender Steel, Snow Rose, that's my favorite, and also Twilight Tint. So these are all duochromes. This is a purple that flashes pink, this is a white that flashes pink, and then this is a white that flashes blue. I'm gonna kind of switch gears and go what things I'm not gonna be keeping real quick, because I feel like that's gonna be easier for me. These Hard Candy Illuminate and Strobing Mix-In Drops, I've literally never used this, and it's so old. You can see it's kind of like coagulating at the bottom. So I am just going to be throwing this away. I'm also going to be getting rid of my Mega Glow Multi-Stick. I just never used this. This is a limited edition one in Marigold Round. I really don't use highlighter sticks. Same reason I'm going to be getting rid of the Jordana Glow and Go Cream Strobing Stick. It was pretty. This is in Pearl Glow, but it is old. Throwing that away. Another cream that I'm going to be throwing away is the Essence So Glow Cream to Powder highlighter. They have it in a light pink and they had it in a champagne. I should have gotten it in the champagne. I felt like I would have used it more, but this is in the shade 20 Bright Up Your Life. I've had it for more than 12 months, so I am going to be throwing this out as well. Moving on to some liquid illuminators. I really don't use these, but I want to see which one that of these three that I actually like the tone of, because I know I repurchased the NYX one in the lighter pink after I accidentally got it in the dark one. They all look pretty similar The L'Oreal one in Ice is this one. It's definitely the darkest out of them. I feel like the most illuminating one is actually the Maybelline one, and then followed by the NYX. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the L'Oreal and the NYX and just keep the Maybelline one. And these ones are definitely not too old, so I'm gonna be passing those along and keeping this one. I'm gonna be comparing a couple more liquid highlighters. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating, I think they're called the Dewy Drops, and then this is the Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops in Morning Light. You really have to shake this e.l.f. one because it does have, I think, like a coconut oil or for sure some kind of oil. It can kind of come out looking greasy. You see what I mean? I feel like you can definitely see that there's greasiness there. I think they're different enough to keep both, but I do want to compare the Sephora one to the Cover FX. Oh, they're way different. Okay, so the e.l.f. one is obviously the more greasy, faint one. The Sephora one is right here, and then this is the Cover FX in Moonlight. You can definitely see a tone difference, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep all three. I'm gonna skip over to a couple that I'm gonna be getting rid of. This is the Hard Candy Prismatic Highlighter in Iridescent Pearl Powder. This is Chalk City. I think that Hard Candy is sold at Walmart because you can't swatch it. I don't think that their stock would be as high if you could swatch things in store before you purchase them, because even for me, when I was at my most fair, this just came up looking like sheer and just like glitter stuck to my face and chalky. So I'm definitely gonna be passing this along. Hopefully somebody else will like it. If not, I'm sure that they can throw it away. Something else that is an eyeshadow that I picked up as a highlighter is this e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow in the shade Enchanted. This is supposedly a dupe for Champagne Pop, and since I have Champagne Pop, I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of my Wet n Wild Fergie highlighters. I really just wanted to show it for my Wet n Wild video. These are in the shade, this one's in Hollywood Boulevard, and this one is in Rosé Champagne Glow. They have since repackaged these without Fergie on them since she's no longer an ambassador, and they've renamed them Boozy Brunch and I'll Take a Cosmo, so you'll definitely be able to find this in store. I know that they call for these being dupes for certain things. I think this is supposed to be a dupe for MAC Soft and Gentle, and then this is supposed to be a dupe for Becca Opal, but I just don't reach for them, and they are way, way old, many years old at this point, and they're getting thrown away. These next two products, I want to say they're pretty similar in effect. These are the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in 01 Be My Highlight, and then the Hard Candy Duo in Candlelit. These are highlights where if you don't want a really strong one, they're more sheer and more of a sheen. I've heard that since they've reformulated the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, people have purchased it and it has glitter in it. I got mine right away, so mine does not have glitter. But the only downside with the Essence is I can only wear it when I have more of a tan. This is too deep for my skin tone, so when I'm super fair, I have put this on and it tends to look slightly orange on me. That's the reason I picked up this Hard Candy one, and it just kind of got lost in my collection. But as you can see, these two are definitely lighter than this one. This is more of like a light, really light champagne, and this one's a very light pink, so I definitely want to keep both of these. Let's get into some limited edition products. Now, technically, I believe that these three have all been launched in a way that you can get them now. This is the only true limited edition one. This is in Midnight Moon. This is part of the Mermaids collection. It's not my favorite color, but I think, again, when I have more of a tan, it'll look a little bit nicer. This is something where it is a greeny gold, so when I'm really fair, it kind of just makes me look sallow, and it almost looks gray on my skin, but I feel like with a tan and with the right eye look, I could pull this off, so I'm going to be keeping this. I'm definitely going to be keeping both of these. These were both launched for Valentine's Day, if you can't tell, with the heart in the center. And the Lilac to Reality and the Sweetest Bling. These colors have been launched to be in the permanent collection. They're just not named this, and they don't have the heart in the center. But I'm going to keep these two. They're not super duper old. I got them last February, and I do like them. I just don't reach for them a ton because I don't wear purple highlight that often, but I definitely want to start reaching for the pink one more. And I know you're about to call me on it. This is a darker pink than this one. This is the Blossom Glow. It is a very light pink, so this is something that I don't need to use as a blush topper. Whereas with the Precious Petals, I need to use this when I'm a little bit tanner, or it is a blush topper. It's not something that can go on the very, very high points of my face. I definitely wouldn't put this on my nose kind of run into the same thing that I do with the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, where it's a little bit too deep when I'm at my fairest. This is the limited edition gold highlighting bar in Holly Gold Head. Like I said, they have since relaunched this into the Mega Glow highlighters, and I believe that one is called Golden Flower Crown. It's the exact same color as this. I just really wanted to get this and purchase this in a gift set. I have seen them launch this to be permanent in this style though. So I'm going to be keeping this one. I've got the ColourPop Pressed Powder Face. This is a highlighter, and this is in the shade Ruffle My Feathers. It's a light gold. Isn't my favorite, no. It's definitely more of a straight yellow as opposed to a gold, but this is very new to my collection. I just got this over the summer, so I am going to go ahead and keep it. The LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in the shade 120 Watt. I just wanted to try some stuff from LA Girl. I honestly am not super impressed by this. This is a glittery mess. If you like glitter in your highlight, sure, you would love this. I saw online that this was supposed to be a dupe for Becca Pearl, so I wanted to pick it up, but I would not call it that. This is a glitter bomb. I'm going to be going ahead and passing this along. This next product is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer with SPF 15. This is definitely not a bronzer if you watch my Wet n Wild video, and this is in the shade Reserve Your Cabana. I used to use this as an all-over face setting powder before I realized that it has little tiny flecks of glitter in it. It's definitely still good. It says it expires September of 2019. We're in 2018 now, so I will definitely pass this along. This highlight, I'm sure you can't see the writing on it anymore. This is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Radiant Lights. I'm not super impressed by this. I feel like it was something where you had to get through the top layer to really see a lot of pigment, but I definitely have other light pink highlights that I prefer more, so I'm going to be passing this one along. The e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls I have right here. I don't know if you can tell, but I did go ahead and scratch the top surface of this off. If you don't know already, e.l.f. has come out and said that their baked products, whether they're baked eyeshadows or baked highlighters, do have a harder surface to it so that it can make it in shipping without breaking, but you're supposed to scratch that top layer off to get the true pigment. This is supposed to be another dupe for the MAC Soft and Gentle, so I'm going to be keeping this one. I really do like it, and it's good for travel since it's tiny. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette in Catwalk Pink. I just purchased this not too long ago, but I don't like the strips. I don't like how you can take each one of these highlights. I can only use really these two. These two are too deep for me, and I don't like the way it swirls together, so I'm going to be going ahead and passing this along. On Oldie But Goodie, this is the Physicians Formula Shimmer Brick in Warm Nude. I wish that for the bulky packaging I could depot this. I might end up doing that and getting more of my Physicians Formula products together in my Makeup Forever palette, but I'm definitely keeping this one. Another product that I have just recently purchased in the last few months is the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in the shade Starlit Glow. You can pick this up from Target, Walmart, places like that, or online. I like this one. Is it my favorite? No. Do I want to give it more of a chance? Yes. I feel like this is definitely something that you can build up on your skin, and it definitely doesn't swatch very well, but it does show up on your skin. I just need to test a little bit longer before I decide, but if I do decide that I don't like it within the next few weeks, I will just go ahead and add it to my Declutter pile, which is going to be donated. What I want to do is I want to compare the e.l.f. highlighter to the ColourPop one and see if I have a preference, since they're both in the gold family and they are both around the same price point. And last but not least, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Highlight in the shade Who's That Pearl. I'm not really sure how to use this one yet. I do like it. So when it comes to the summertime and I'm going to be wearing less foundation and a ton of products, I'm probably going to be wearing more like BB creams and stuff like that, I would like to use this along with the Mega Cushion Bronzer. So I'm going to be keeping this. This is my keep pile, this is my giveaway pile, and then this is my trash pile. So I know I didn't do the best, but what can I say? I love highlighters, and they're always launching. Be on the lookout for upcoming highlights to be added to my collection, or use it in a video like that Wet n Wild one. But please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified anytime that I upload. Give this video a thumbs up if you love highlighters. Comment down below what your favorite highlighter is that I don't own and maybe I need to add it to my collection. Please follow me on my other social media. I am Mrs. Shynyside on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and I am Stephanie Shynyside on Facebook and Pinterest. And I will see you guys again next time. Bye, guys.